Hello there everyone, this is Rackets96 here with another custom showcase. This one is on a snowtrooper, but a flamethrower snowtrooper. I believe the flamethrower snowtroopers were actually featured in the second movie, or the second original trilogy movie, or The Empire Strikes Back. I might be completely wrong there, but as far as I remember, I haven't watched the movie in a while. But as far as I remember, there were flamethrower troopers melting the snow and the ice that the base was made out of. I might be completely wrong. Please let me know if I am. So that's kind of where I got the idea for this figure. So moving on, I'm actually going to pick him up for a second. So sorry if my hands get in the way here. But down here, this will focus. There we go. Down here, this is actually just painted on. Just painted boots. No metal or anything there. This flame, I know, is getting... We'll just take it out. The flame is not glued in like the rest. There we go. No centerpiece, no undersuit or anything like that. I didn't do that on this figure. But moving on, you can kind of... This gun is getting in the way. It's not completely detachable. Totally should have worried about that. It's just a belt with metal pouches. One bigger on the outside, one small on the inside, and a bandolier that has nothing on it up front. Its feature is completely to the back. Sorry about that, guys. I shook the whole desk. Moving on, there's the wrist pad, the bicep pad, and the shoulder pad. And then a holstered weapon down here, which I will show once we get to that. The same armor on this side over here, wrist pad, elbow pad, and or bicep pad. And the shoulder pad. But with the top of the figure, I actually went with the stock black head, so the undersuit was not needed around the neck, which made it really easy because that's where the backpack is actually completely removable. Then, of course, on the helmet, I had to take the back off because I couldn't have a backpack and then put another backpack on, so that definitely had to be taken down. And there's nothing else going on with the helmet. What we're going to get to now are the weapons on this figure. The main one, of course, is the flamethrower. So I will go over the pieces made here. This is a black 1x1 cylinder, a new style blaster from the new battle packs, a 1x1 black stud, and then a 1x1 cone up here in the front, all glued together, except for the fire, which, as you saw, is removable. So if I were to ever do any kind of mock with any snow worlds where I needed a flamethrower, I could remove it as if it wasn't being used. Now there are two wires coming out of the bottom of it, which are the two different filaments used in a flamethrower. It's not one, but it's a combination of two. So there's the two different lines going in. They are actually glued to the inside of the blaster. You can't really see much there. You actually can see them. You can see the red in the center of the blaster there. That's where they both come in and both get glued into place. Now, going on to his back is where the tanks actually are. They're very, very small tanks. The black one connects over here, and then the red over here, with the foam in between to kind of give it that backpack kind of look, and not just like I'm carrying two explosive cylinders. The whole thing is actually removable. I did this so it could actually be removed. I'm left-handed, so I am always in the way of this camera. Might try switching sides. So you take his head off, and then remove the flamethrower from his hand, and then just slide the backpack up. There you go. The flamethrower is completely removable. I could make him just anything I wanted, now that his weapon is completely removable. So I'm actually going to go ahead and leave this off, but put him back together for the moment, to show you his secondary weapon, which is in the holster down here. This is my perfected pistol holster. Original pistol holster, no scope on this. But this is actually done. I'm just going to have to lift his arm up. You can see a little bit of fabric right here. And right here on the back, acting as basically the loops for this to go through. And this pistol is nice and tight. You can lift the whole figure up by it. But you just yank it the right way. And it just pulls right out. The bottom part was cut out there, and that was to actually make it fit in this holster correctly. So it just slides right in there, and actually sits down so far. It doesn't restrict how far his hand goes back to make his armor straight. It's literally perfect, and there's barely a gap down there, so I think that came out great. So yeah, this is the Flamethrower Snowtrooper. Let me get his flamethrower back on. There we go. This was my first experiment with removable items, rather than having, you know, the flamethrower that can't be removed, or only the wires come off, then he's just got a massive backpack on him. Didn't want anything like that. I wanted something different. Something I controlled on making, something I could take off of him if I didn't like it in the end. And then this is what I came up with, a really cool looking flamethrower with a removable backpack, and I think it looks great. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. 2 more videos to go. And hopefully you guys will think they're pretty cool as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.